Well, a compassionate rebel, the words compassion is what I preach. Not that I'm a preacher, but compassion is what the elders have taught me to use, and that's thinking with your heart instead of your head.
I would describe a compassionate rebel as someone that not only is compassionate and has empathy for people, and particularly the people that are affected by warfare and ethnic cleansing, but also they're enough of a rebel to stand up and speak their piece regardless of the consequences.
Is where you're taking something from deep inside of you, something that you feel very strongly about as your passion, but then you're able to use that passion to affect change in other people's lives. And I guess being a compassionate rebel would be having that opportunity to really stand up and put forward yourself in the world by being an example.
I think the word compassion means to have an active understanding for others, to actively understand other people, and to be empathetic with them. To be a rebel means to rebel, often against authority, or against maybe an injustice. So I think compassionate rebel must mean that if you see an injustice of some kind, that you fight against that injustice with love in your heart, and not with hatred and not with rage.
A compassionate rebel is somebody, in my mind, who has a hard time sleeping if they can't do something every day to stop the terrible slide we're in.
So a compassionate rebel is one who criticizes their country's policies when they believe their country is wrong. Doesn't mean they don't love their country. In fact, the fact that they criticize what they love is indication they care.
A compassionate rebel to me is a person that says, not only will I not stand for this anymore, but that I'm going to do something about it. And I'm not going to destroy to do something about it, but I'm going to nurture, to build, and motivate while I'm doing something about it.
The part where I'm a rebel is that I'm not afraid to go and say that that's what I believe in.
To me, a rebel would be anybody that goes against the norm or what the system sets up for you, which is boxed into the norm, you know, and also goes against whatever people say, no, you can't do that. And that's where I think the rebel comes in.
The idea of being a rebel, to me, simply represents somebody who brings a critical eye to the world around them. And very often that critical eye requires you to look at something and say, that's not right. We had one of the children last week, when I asked what was important about peacemaking, one of the children said, when you see something wrong, you have to do something about it.
Well, I think the word compassion is a very powerful word. It means you feel with those who are maimed and hurt with the weapons of war. So a compassionate rebel would mean someone who resists this evil of weapon making.
Yes, I believe that we've always come out here with a passion. We come here with passion about this evil of killing and profiting off of people's lives, and especially off of the poor and people of other cultures.
A compassionate rebel is just, you know, a peaceful activist, I think.
I think we need some more compassion in the world, and for sure we need some rebellion.
Put peaceful healing energy into conflict resolution, and we need to continue to especially teach the young generation that. And that's our hope and prayer every day, that we can do that with them.
And we hope that the children that are part of Peace Village and have been since 1994 have that kind of rebellious nature that allows them to look at the world and say, I need to do something about that, and also to do it out of love and compassion for other people.
That to me is what rebel is. The more you tell me I can't do it, I'm going to do it.